Teehaus. Today we are going to visiting around and ask more questions about this beautiful and cozy place in Old Town in Luzern.
Opened in 2015 January, Bloem Teehaus was actually opened by ex-BHMS students. As you can see from the exterior look, it's a lovely and homely place. Let's take a look inside.
Let's do it.
Hello, Miss Mustafa. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you. Bloem.
Oh, sorry, Bloem. Thank you. So we're here today. So it's Sandia, Karolina, and behind the scenes is obviously Varvara and Saru filming us. And we're so happy to see you again. And we're going to ask you a couple of questions, as we had said before. It's going to be a light chat about the Bloem Teehaus. So if you can just tell us a little bit more about yourself.
Sure. Well, I am Bloem, as you said, Bloem Mustafa actually. And since 1.5 years almost, I'm the proud owner of Blend, together with my husband Tarek. Miss Shabbat will know. Well, that's about it.
That's great. And how was the business so far, like today or the week?
Well, we had yesterday was a little slow, but today we had a really good day. The day has just started, so it's a lot to say to it yet, but so far lunch was really good.
Yeah. Do you see that with the summer approaching, there's more customers coming over?
No, for us it's the opposite. We were really quite nervous for this summer. Last summer wasn't really good because we were here for I think 3 months, so really young still, and not a lot of people knew us. So when the sun came, they all went to places that had terraces or sun, or at least because we don't even have sun really in this street. But this summer I think is going to be a lot better. We will have some homemade frozen yogurt, for example. We will have picnic baskets. So
that sounds really, really cool actually.
Summer, yeah.
So obviously, as you know, we're here today for Ms. Chavez, and we have the retail management course. And the aim of our paper actually is to understand the characteristics of service, specifying on the Bloem Teehaus, and our motivation for choosing you as an organization or as a little small family business, let's say, is because you used to be students in BHMS, your husband and yourself, and therefore we thought that would be quite motivating as we're students of BHMS to understand how you set up your own little business and having a great time here.
Yeah, that's nice. Good choice.
Thank you. So our first question is, we know that you have this unique concept and atmosphere. We were just wondering what sort of ways that influences customers into coming back to you and visiting you again.
Well, it is mostly our atmosphere. We had my brother and his wife. They are both interior architects. And they, we got to rent this very small room, and we asked them what we could do. They really helped us. So we have this a lot of people that come in, they say it's like a living room, and that's exactly what we wanted. So that's exactly what the old town still needed, because in the old town it's mostly it's quite big, or it's very touristic, so I think it's it's mostly that. And then of course when people figure out that we are the owners, the ones who are also serving them, they really like that. It's really personal, and people appreciate that mostly here in the old town. And we don't pretend like we want to just be polite or something. We actually enjoy it and have chat with them.
So we have seen that you are on TripAdvisor, and you have some other pages also available on the web, where a lot of customers write their reviews. and they're always usually excellent reviews. In your opinion, sort of what are the main tricks that are applied in order to get such excellent reviews? What is your little unique touch, let's say?
Yeah, unique touch, because I wanted to say the trick is to not have a trick, I think. We don't try to trick our guests. As I said before, that we have a personal talk with them a lot. They are rooting for us. They like what's going on, and they like that we started this business almost 1.5 years ago, and they want us to do well. And then they, I think, figure also like, you know what? Well, sometimes they also tell us. They say, oh, when I'm back home, or some people actually live here, and they say, I'll leave you a review when I'm home. So it's I think it's actually just still because we're so personal, and because people start to like us personal, and they want us to work out, and so yeah, and it's mostly also it's just everything is real. It's not like we're I mean, when the service and everything it's also it is the way it is because it's me and my husband here. So it's not like we will not have a grumpy employee that thinks, ugh, I hate my boss today, whatever, I don't care, and I'll just be unfriendly to the guests because it's us and we care because it's our guests. So I think that's it.
How do you sort of calculate consumption, or maybe the table turnover? Is there a way that you do that?
Well, we most of the things that we do here are a lot about feeling, and I do have a little. I do, for example, when it comes natural. I think we don't really plan ahead or whatever, but we try to. We see what people like, and we see what they order more. Or, for example, now we had one cake always, and now we have 3 homemade cakes, which are 2 of them are made actually by my sister, so that we kind of have it outsourced because I felt like it was too much for me, and now people are actually ordering more cakes just because we have more choice. So these kind of things. We just try to see what people want. With the menus, for example, we have the week menus, and we actually look at the weather a bit for it. So, for example, 2 weeks ago or something, I don't know when it was really quite rainy, and the week before I had like a nicely summer menu, or like a detox menu even, so that people could get fit before summer. And then all of a sudden it was a dark week again, so I gave them a stew, but then of course vegetarian stew. So we try to look in that way.
It's sort of a healthy lifestyle with we saw vegan food and exactly detox, exactly, and staying healthy and all these kind of things. And obviously your products are quite fresh from what we have experienced and what we know. So how do you make sure that they don't go to waste, or that they're always this fresh?
Well, we mostly on Tuesday I actually go to the market, and for the rest of the week I every morning do groceries, which is not ideal, I have to admit, but and the thing is we have a week menu on purpose, because in that way whatever we have from Tuesday leftover, we can still use it on a Thursday, and on Friday we then just have to calculate how many, or figure out how many people we will have, and if the menu is finished, it's finished. So we also have written in the menu that if we don't have any more, then that's the way it is, yeah, because we have a very small kitchen, so we cannot store too much. So we do need to always estimate approximately how much we need. And Sundays, we sometimes have dinner here, my family, also my children, and Tarek and me, and we just finish up all that. We have people that come literally 3 days a week for lunch, even though that means they eat the same thing 3 days a week. So I think that makes a big difference for us. Otherwise it would be impossible.
The service provided in the hospitality industry can vary due to different factors and reasons. And how are you able to ensure that your high quality service is maintained always? every day?
With the love that we, it's all about the love. No, different for us because it's only us. But for example, also we when we hired somebody, we hired my sister. It wasn't about what she could do. It was about her, who she is really, and of course it is like that. I mean, service can. We have, for example, one negative review on TripAdvisor. It was shocking for us. It hurt, but these things can happen, and we try, of course, to avoid it, because and that sounds really difficult for us, just because we like doing what we do, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes people are maybe in a bad mood from the beginning when they come in, or they expect. I think it's mostly. I think you can only be disappointed if your expectations were too high. So then probably the expectations were too high, because we can only offer what we have.
But in your own opinion, why service is so unpredictable?
Well, because of that, because it's when it depends also on the person who you're giving a service to. Also, when we have, for example, Swiss people, they are very, I don't know, they are really Swiss, we call them. they have their specific things and wishes, and a lot of times it happens that I have people coming in and I feel a little bit skeptical whether they're going to like it or not. Or they are actually a little skeptical. They start with a certain face and a certain attitude that I think like, well, you didn't, who put a gun in your head to come in here? And then in the end, they are actually mostly very satisfied, and they are over the moon, and they tell their friends and whatever, but they don't come in very positive. And then, yeah, if I don't do my very best to change that, then it will be that way. So I think it's that. And of course, if, for example, today our daughter was sick, so my husband stayed at home, and my sister came in instead, these things change. So I mean that changes. Then, for example, I have less time in the morning, but so far I think we managed to keep these things in the background.
And you have like a variety of products and teas, and as you said, like sometimes you run out of the teas, and of course sometimes you may run out of products, of food products, items. But do you use the same suppliers for the tea and for the products, or?
Yeah, well, for the tea we have we have the same one as we came in with, because they are we have a company in Czech Republic. They inspired us to open a tea room in the first place, and we contacted them whether to see if there would be some cooperation possible, and we get the teas and the teaware and everything from them. They go every year to, well, we have a lot of Asian teas. They go to Asia themselves, and we know that in that way the quality is maintained, because we cannot go every year. We do not have time to go ourselves, and if we wouldn't know the persons that go, if we wouldn't know them personally, it would be a bit different. But we know them, we met them, and it's nice like that. We have been changing a lot. We have been figuring out what is the best way, and now all of our food is biological, and we go either to the market or we go to Migros. So no big trucks coming in here, because we have so less storage that we have to really make sure that we buy, like, not literally every day, but almost. So.
But why did you choose Migros? Why didn't you choose Coop, for example? Because of the quality of food there, or because they have bio Migros?
Yeah, because of the bio. They have a lot of good. But they have Alnatura actually.
Yeah.
And big fan of Alnatura, because it's a really affordable biological. We live in Cleans, and I go there, and then there the vegetables are really fresh. Really, I think even I like the vegetables more than from Coop. So I think that's why. And also it's just a matter of it's mostly because of Alnatura, to be honest.
You can feel the taste and the freshness of food, actually.
It is always fresh. It's, I think, comparison to a lot of places.
Does the Blend Teehaus have any loyalty cards?
Yeah, well, we have bonus cards. We actually had it for the iced teas, but we also well, we know our regular guests clearly because it's us, and we talk about it at home also. Like, who was there today? Yeah. So we know exactly. We know a lot of our guests. So that is one loyalty program, us knowing them. And also the bonus cards. We give something free away sometimes, or we just remember them. They know that, and they get something sometimes. And that way, they stay loyal. And we have something, friends and family discount. We give her friends and family discount now. We told her that from now on she's our friend, so she won't get that discount. So yeah.
That's awesome. Really, thank you so much for your time and for being so pleasant with us. Not only for the time of interview, but even before when we first came. Thank you for welcoming us and providing all the information, answering to all the questions. It was really nice of you. Thank you.
Really enjoy it.
Thank you. That's our
That's
little
present for you.
compliment. Yes. Thank you so much.
So hopefully it will go well with the tea.
Yeah, that's nice. No, it's I'm really honored that you chose us. Also, it's really nice to see that you're interested, and I just